so bad.
Well, it's good that you know, we got this podcast. This is a perfect place to therapize about,
Their
of
pies.
course, of course, our Chicago Bears, you know.
Commiserate their fall. It's just so fucking bad.
Yeah, today was really
God.
rough. I started recording, by the way. I don't know if you saw
Yeah,
that.
I
I just
fucking
made
heard it blare in my ears
it.
as I was bearing my soul to you. You're like, oh, it's just time to record.
Well, we're doing 2 episodes today.
We're stacking them up. Well,
We're
don't let the 15 people that maybe listen to this show in on the magic.
Well, I mean, I like when shows look behind the curtain, like in Wizard of
We
Oz.
don't need to let them know how the donuts are baked,
Yeah, the
Andrew.
sausage gets made.
Don't, yeah, no.
Yeah, well, today we're recording on the day that the Bears lost to the Browns when they had the fucking victory in their hands. And
Snatch defeat from the jaws of victory. Yeah,
yeah,
once again.
this is not really a Bears podcast anymore, but I think for this episode when we're both just in pain about what fucking happened today. Dude, I was at work. Normally I'm not watching the game at work because I work in sports, so I do other things. But today there was like nothing else going on really besides like one game that I was working. So
Yeah.
had the Bears game on. I was honestly more, I don't know if I should say this, but I was just more invested in that because the other game was going pretty well. And yeah, today it was like somebody was silently stabbing me in the side of
Oh
my
my God.
hips because it was just you you think it's going somewhat well. You're up 10 points over
Yeah.
fucking Browns in the fourth quarter, and yet again, Flus flushes the victory away.
Yeah. It was brutal. I mean, there was just so many missed opportunities. The one inch on his stat line literally wasn't even an interception. The ball
No,
hit the ground.
yeah, what the
And they,
fuck, dude?
that one literally not an in. Whatever. It was irrelevant. It didn't affect outcome. But however, that call was fucking insanely stupid.
The Hail
What the
Mary.
just kick the fucking field goal. He turned down multiple field goals. Tunyon dropped the ball. Mooney dropped the fucking ball off his goddamn chest into a
Yeah.
not receiver, God, a defensive back's hands.
Hmm.
I mean, it was just brutal. So many drops throughout the whole fucking game.
Yeah,
Stop
it
giving
was
Khalil Herbert carries out of the
oh,
backfield.
I'm so fucking sick of him, dude.
Jesus Christ.
He's a
Just give it to
worse runner.
Foreman and Roshan.
Yeah,
Please stop giving the ball to Khalil Herbert.
there were stats about
Darrington Evans was better than him when we had
mhm.
him.
Yeah,
Like, can we stop with the
yeah.
Khalil Herbert experience?
There were stats about how bad of a runner David Montgomery actually was.
Yeah.
His last year or two in Chicago, where he's only getting a couple yards here and there, and just wasn't a very good vision. He didn't have very good vision for running back, all this stuff. Clear Herbert is just, it's going to be 3 yards, and it's just
If
like,
that.
yeah, I saw so many nice plays from Roshan today, and it's
Yeah.
easy to do recency bias, but you and I have been on the Roshan train all year. We're both ready to turn a new page. Khalil
Yeah.
Herbert sucks. He's not available. He's not reliable. He doesn't provide you really anything. He can't catch, can't run, can't block. There's no point, especially you have Donta Foreman and you have Roshan Johnson, who are both capable backs
Yeah.
and have had nice games. Khalil Herbert hasn't had a nice game in like two
And can
years.
we just make Velus Jones Jr. a running back already?
Oh,
He had a
dude.
couple. He had a couple decent carries today. Can we just stop with the he can catch the ball bullshit and just give him a real running back,
Yeah.
like actual experience? Just
Well,
give him real plays. Have him run between the tackles.
yeah,
Fucking do it.
I would be down for that. That's kind of what the Falcons started doing with Cordero Patterson,
Yeah.
where you have this super talented fast guy who can't really catch, who you just have never
Yeah.
figured out throughout their career what to do with it. And then I think that was Arthur Smith, who's not a good coach, but he was like, all right, let's fucking go. Let's just make Cordero. It was like the one good thing he might have done with the Falcons,
Yeah.
and making Cordero Patterson a running back. Which, speaking of Cordero Patterson, I really miss having a nice punt returner.
Yeah, that's the muffing punts. Oh my god, forgot about that
Horrible.
bullshit.
Which the one muff punt didn't end up hurting us because
Yeah,
they
but
picked off
not
Flacco,
good.
but it was like they were at like the 15-yard line
Yeah,
where he muffed it.
and
It
it's
reminds me
sad.
of that guy. Reminded me of that guy. Was it oh God, he was an old guy before we got Jakeem Grant like 2 years ago. Do you remember what I'm talking about?
Jakeem Grant,
Was it Ted something?
Ted
Ted
Ginn.
Ginn. Yeah, Ted Ginn was kind of like that near the end of his career with us.
Yeah,
Just
that was
muffing
fucked
punts
up.
and shit.
Yeah, God.
So I really miss
It's
having a nice punt. I was like, why didn't we re-sign Jakeem Grant? You know?
I don't know, but he's on Cleveland and he was immediately on IR.
Hmm.
Like he fucked his shit up in the preseason, like before the
Yeah,
preseason in training camp.
yeah.
And
Well, who's to say that would
it's
happen with
fucked.
us?
I,
Yeah.
it's the Bears. Tariq Cohen was ruined. He was our punt returner. He was good. Cordero was the kick
Uh,
returner. Yeah, no, it's the being a Bears fan is torture. It's agony. It's pain. I feel for Justin Fields. I
yeah.
want better for him. This team continually lets him down.
Hmm.
The defense was very good today, so I can't really blame the collapse on them, even though like we all saw it coming and it was gross.
Yeah.
It's like they gave us so many opportunities, gave the offense so many opportunities to win the game,
Hmm.
and Luke Getsy's just baffling play calling does it again. He always does stupid cute like just like Matt Nagy would do cute bullshit on like 3rd and 1. We'll never use a fucking quarterback sneak ever
No,
when you have Justin Fields.
it's so
Like,
weird.
what the fuck are you doing? He's doing end arounds and just all kinds of stupid bullshit.
Yeah. It's like he's allergic. It's really weird. I don't, it just doesn't it's just it feels like this whole coaching staff is allergic to any sort of common sense play calling. That, here's the thing. It Justin Fields is not quite on the level of Justin Herbert. I think that's a fair statement. But I do think that Fields has almost as much talent, just factoring in his legs. I think
Yeah,
you can really tell that his play kind of keeps this team afloat. Just like you could tell with Herbert, he would keep his team afloat. And we
yeah,
saw that on Thursday. Like both of these guys, both Fields and Herbert, have gotten a lot of shit because their teams
yeah.
haven't consistently won. But then Herbert's out for a game and
They
the
get 60 dropped on them
yeah,
and they have just nothing going for them at all.
yeah. And sure, Herbert doesn't play defense, right? But
Yeah,
he also doesn't play defense, and
yeah,
and that's why those games were so tight and why they lost so many close games. I mean, a lot of the times Justin Herbert would have to have like two game-winning scores because they'd go down, they'd score, and then the Chargers would give
yeah,
up the lead or have let the game get tied or whatever. And I just feel like that way with Fields and this offense where they had that they were they had the Eddie Jackson pick, right? That brought them down to like the 5-3, like within the
yeah,
five, right? And it was just flag after flag after flag and
yeah,
broken play. And then finally Justin has one of the most insane plays a Bears
yeah.
quarterback I don't fucking care will ever have. I mean, this one, it's not quite on the
It was
level of
preposterous.
Mitch's like 70-yard touchdown, but it was pretty fucking close, right?
Oh, dude, Mitch's 70
Uh,
yard touchdown is so overrated. I'm sorry. He scrambled around with like a couple 4'9"
yeah,
linebackers running after him
yeah,
and he got it in. Great.
yeah.
Dude, nothing Mitch has ever done could compare to that play Fields had against the 49ers his rookie year.
Hmm. Oh
That one where he dodged like 8 dudes, and he's had
yeah,
better plays than that.
yeah. Well, and he dodges like Fred Warner, like all
Yeah,
pros, you know. But and today, I mean, just to add on to the Fields, orgasm we're having. Uh, Fields threw the ball like he didn't run. He had to throw at
yeah,
point to Komet in the back of the end zone, who got a toe tapping touchdown. Um,
yeah. That
that was
one
a
to
really awesome
Tunyon
play.
as well, dude. That
Oh,
was
that
just
was
what the fuck, Robert Tunyon.
Yeah, absolutely stole an all-time. Like if that's DJ Moore, that's a touchdown, you know.
Yeah.
Which is like I can't believe Robert
But
Tunyon would.
DJ's the only guy on the team you can rely on.
Hmm.
Komet kind of, but like he'll do dumb shit sometimes.
Oh
Like
yeah.
he doesn't realize he's not fast enough to get to the sideline, and you should just run upfield and try and get as many yards as possible. When you
Yeah.
try and run around someone, you're gonna get 0 yards. He just needs to run through people.
Are you talking about the when
He does it all the time. Where
yeah.
he'll try and run around a linebacker instead of like he'll catch the ball and like he'll make a decision to try and run around a linebacker using the width of the sideline, but he's not
Mhm,
fast enough to get around him, so he doesn't actually gain any yards. But if he
mhm,
just took off from where he was straight forward, he'd get like 3 or 4 yards.
mhm. Yeah, I
He does
mean,
that all the time.
that's just a common Bears thing, dude. It's just running backwards and shit and not going that's just it feels like we're just always running horizontal,
Yeah,
not
it's
vertical. I guess is what you would
brutal.
want to do. Or what I don't know, horizontal whatever
It's
you're fucking
it
you're not
sucks.
going straight, you're going sideways. Cole Kmet though at least like has gotten a lot better over the years because I
Oh, I like him,
that was a
but
lot
yeah,
he was a lot worse and that whole like running sideways thing was a lot worse his first
yeah.
year
He
in the
does jump
league.
off sides a little too much, though. I will say that.
Yeah, that's
He
just the
does that shit a
fucking
fair bit. It's this everyone on this
it's
fucking
just
team though
poor
is
coaching.
jumping.
That kind of stuff is just poor coaching to me though. That's not the player, that's just poor coaching.
Yeah,
Like that's kind of like organizational structure kind of shit.
yeah.
I just think that's poor coaching and poor execution. I mean, the one thing I'll say about today is it's like now there's really no fucking chance Flus and Getsy can come back. Like there, you just cannot
Who knows?
justify it.
Who
Uh,
knows, man?
I mean, it's one of those things, man.
The
Like
fucking Bears owners, you never know with these motherfuckers.
I know they're
You
cheap,
cannot count on anything.
they're
I
cheap
have
and they're
no idea what would
lazy,
happen.
and the whole thing about the loyalness is, loyalty is stupid too. You know,
Yeah.
um, I don't know. I just don't fucking care. I just you cannot. You need to go get out and get a real coach. Go get a name. And not just you know. I mean, don't do like the Mike McCarthy Cowboys shit.
Yeah.
Um, like you need to go
He's
get
better than what we
somebody.
have, though.
I mean, yeah, he's better. He's
Fucked up.
which is fun. They just lost by like 30 points to the fucking Bills today. Uh,
Not good.
not good, but you just need to go get somebody like I mean, like I wish like I mean, honestly, man, like Sean Payton's with the Broncos, but like if he had waited a year, or if the Bears, whatever, the timelines had matched up, like Sean Payton would have actually probably been a good coach, you know, as much shit as you and I have given him, and I mean that's just saying he's one of the great
Local
offensive
guy.
minds, local
Local
guy,
guy.
bear, which so and you're a big Harbaugh guy. We've talked about Harbaugh
Oh
fucking
yeah.
endlessly.
It will never happen, but
No,
I'll continue to
it
tweet
is
about it.
it is funny. We make fun of all these fucking Bears fans, and then we're like, we should just hire old Bears as the head coach.
Yeah, I mean, we're idiots. We're fools. Fully acknowledge that I'm a
uh,
complete idiot, and
just
I'm doing
hire Big
exactly
Cat
what
and
every
call it a
Bears fan
day.
does. Yeah.
You know,
Make
uh,
PFT the fucking offensive coordinator, and none of this would happen.
dude, make him offensive coordinator
There are
and
a couple of
punter.
local guys now. They're in Chicago.
You should gaggle. Yeah, I've yet to see any of the Barstool people around here. Not that I would know any of them. I don't even know where they're headquartered at. I know they have a bar, like an actual bar right by my place of work. Um, but I have not. I don't know where they're. I saw that he backed his car. PFT backed his car into
A
some
pole or
a
some shit.
pole. Yeah, which that pole is. I can't believe they would pick a spot in the city that has that pole right there in the parking lot. Like that's like I maybe it's just like I don't know. You don't think the parking lot's the thing you think about least with the office, but I was like, dude, that's like a fucking disaster waiting to happen.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I just want to die, man. I've got nothing. This team. I can't talk. Like I just had
Yeah,
to watch UFC 2 to just try and cope with today.
there are two. Or you went back
UFC.
and watched two.
I went back and watched the second ever UFC event from like 1994.
Mm,
It's so fucking the old UFCs are insane because it
yeah,
was just like straight up tournament style, and there was a
yeah,
bunch of dudes from like some from legit martial arts, some from like bullshit martial arts, and then they just fight with no rules,
yeah.
no time limit, nothing, just beat the crap out of each other.
It's like Roman Coliseum shit.
Basically, yeah. Like there's some fucking half keto guy got just pummeled by a
Mhm.
kickboxer. It was very funny.
Well, the best part too is like you're watching that you said it was like 94.
94. The original was 1993.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So the thing with that is that's before HDTV was really around. So it's like you're watching this in like SD, you know.
Oh
Uh,
yeah, no, it's the quality's probably like I don't even know 360p at best. Like
mhm. But that's
it's
what makes it
old
funny to
shit.
me. That's what makes it funny to me is these guys are getting their ass kicked, and it's like you can barely see it.
I know it's pretty low res, but it's not completely horrific.
Yeah,
But
it's like being broadcast in like 3-4, like
it's
or
funny, and
four
dude, like
three, I
the
think.
Oh, you'll actually like this. The commentators are like, especially in the first one, they have no idea what the fuck they're looking at. Like, it's like they're getting guys' names wrong.
Uh-huh.
They keep fucking with their ages, and like
Dude.
it's just bizarre. The way they talk about the martial arts is very funny.
Hmm. That's
Um,
like ESPN.
and dude, also
Yeah.
one of the fucking announcers is Jim Brown.
What does he have to say about
I,
UFC?
nothing, basically
Dude,
nothing. He has like no
did
real
he?
nothing to add, but
Oh my
it's so
God.
fucking funny seeing him there. He's
Ugh.
got some goofy fucking hat on. It's unbelievable.
Did they ever
You
have
have to watch UFC one or UFC.
dude.
Just go on YouTube, watch UFC one. It is fucking insane. It's truly ridiculous.
Did they ever have OJ Simpson as like a guest or like a
They
commentator or
did
something?
not have OJ, but that was like right around the time when OJ was in the Bronco chase. 94 was when that happened.
Yeah, so dude, did he ever was he on I feel like he was oh dude, he used to call football in the Olympics for ABC and NBC. Um
Football in the Olympics?
Football and the Olympics.
Oh, yeah. That's right.
Um yeah, no, so I think he probably did that when he wasn't playing football or killing people.
Yeah.
Dude, just imagine a broadcast, with Jim Brown and OJ Simpson
That'd be
together.
fucking pretty iconic.
That'd be awesome, dude. I'm trying to think of like really funny announcers that like you never would have. I mean, a really bad announcer from the past few years was Alex Rodriguez. He was just horrible
Oh my god.
on baseball
Jason
shit.
Witten was really fucking
Jason,
horrible.
dude, I was just talking about him the other day because I was like,
So bad.
my one of my friends from
Tony
work,
Romo,
Tony
really
Romo.
bad.
What a great call by you, Jim.
Yeah.
Fucking
What do you
ruined
say, Jim?
ruined one of the best calls of Jim Nance's career almost immediately by going, "What a great call by you, Jim."
Oh god.
On that Deron Bland thing. Yeah, dude, I was talking about Jason Wynn the other day because my buddy's a Cowboys fan, and we were like talking about like the Raiders or whatever. And I was like, didn't Jason Witten come back and play for a year after he sucked in the booth with Booger?
Yes. Yeah, he did.
Which I
I
think
think
Booger
yeah.
Booger just said something about like players like it when it rains because they can pee their pants.
That's a very booger quote. That's probably true on some level.
I'm sure. Did you ever see that video of the Chargers kick Nick Novak peeing on the sideline?
I don't think I actually saw it, but
I
you did
dude,
tell me about it.
it's insane, dude. And it just my Chargers hate is just more and more justified. Uh, love Justin Herbert, dude. They're just fucking doing my man dirty over there.
You know,
You know. Uh, Jim Brown though. Jim Brown is such a funny like choice. Like
dude,
I can't
it's
imagine a
fucking
more
hilarious.
more rant like that's like Michael Jordan like calling like a baseball broadcast almost. Something like
Oh
weird.
yeah.
Look at him. Look at Nick
Oh
Novak
yeah.
go.
Pissing
There's
underneath the
they just
Gatorade cooler. There's a fucking boy. There's probably some underage child holding up the fucking
oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's
goddamn
like
Gatorade towel while he pulls his dick out to piss under the Gatorade jugs.
that dude's like 14 years old and he's
Yeah.
not even really hiding it that well, dude. Like
No.
and it's also funny because they're talking about like this is the fourth quarter. It's a tie game between Denver and San
Yeah,
Diego.
and they panned the kicker to basically like, oh, we might need this guy,
Hmm.
and he's pissing.
He's pissing. Yeah, and they're showing the target line as he's pissing, almost like it's like I don't know. There's something there about like showing the target line and then like showing him pissing. Like, are you talking about like his pee? Like this is this
Yeah,
is how close he needs to get.
yeah, it's
uh,
God.
good shit, dude. Yeah, Michael Jordan calling a baseball game would be pretty fucking random.
Oh God,
I mean, I would love to hear OJ back on anything. That would be awesome. His
dude, hearing
his
OJ call frisbee golf would be like lit as fuck. It'd be so good.
You know what would be really great is somebody like Al Michaels having to call esports.
Oh, that'd be really fucking funny. He has to like commentate for Valorant or some shit.
Yeah, or like Overwatch. He's like,
Yeah, Overwatch
uh,
would be funny.
they gotta get the payload back in the, and then he like makes some gambling joke about the payload.
Yeah,
Actually, maybe that would actually rock if he
yeah,
if he did the Overwatch part, like the parts of Overwatch you have to like move the payload to the other side.
dude. Al Michaels would probably fucking rock calling esports.
Yeah, now that we mention it,
I'm
like
not really in esports at all, but like that'd
no.
be cool.
Oh yeah, I respect it. I think people who are like it's not sports, it's like kind of it's like yeah, it's not it's its own thing. It's esports. Like
Yeah,
it's still a competition, and it's still skill and it's still a game that people made. But like if poker is a sport that they'll put on ESPN, I have no
yeah,
issue with like
that's
Overwatch, which like has actual gameplay and like exciting things happening. It's not just a bunch of drunk guys sitting there, you know, trying not to like I don't know, show their cards or whatever.
yeah, yeah. I don't have a problem with esports.
No,
So,
I'm not good enough to ever. I couldn't even do Madden
no,
esports, dude.
dude, I barely have time to play video games.
Yeah.
To be honest, like I like them, but
Hmm.
I'm not that good. The only shooter I was ever any good at was like Halo. Really,
Which one?
pretty much all of them. To be honest, like the ones
Oh,
I
really?
played, I was always pretty decent. Halo 4 was probably the one I was best at,
Yeah.
but
Halo is like the one series that I really haven't touched at all, just because I've always had PlayStation. I had an Xbox 360 for 4 years, I
yeah,
think, but I just never. I don't know if I was just too young, which is like you're 12 years old, but like I think at that point I was just kind of like I'd rather just be playing other stuff.
yeah,
Because I didn't have much money and everything, and like 360 didn't have any. I mean, Halo was like the only exclusive. I don't know why I never really got into Halo. I kind of regret it, but every now and then I think about like buying just a shitty Xbox One, getting the Halo collection and just playing through it.
yeah. I mean, I might I would consider doing that. I never played like Combat Evolved or 2. I
Yeah,
really only played like
Halo 2 is supposed to be
3.
the one.
Yeah, it's supposed to be amazing. I
Hmm.
played it a little bit on one of my friends' Xboxes, but like I never fully played through it.
Hmm.
Um, yeah, like ODST was very fun, which is
Hmm.
like a Halo 3 kind of spin-off thing.
Hmm.
I really loved Reach.
Yeah,
Reach is probably my favorite of them all.
that's the one that I'm most nostalgic for, even though I never played it, because that was like right when I was
Yeah,
getting into video games.
that was like
Sure.
2011. That was a good year for games. 2010 or 2011, I can't remember.
I think it was 2010.
Yeah, but
But
that shit was fire
10
at
and
the time.
11 were pretty good for games because
The
11
DMR went hard.
11 was like Uncharted 3, Modern Warfare 3,
Yeah.
Infamous 2, like a lot of PlayStation exclusives. A lot of good shit that year.
Oh
Um,
yeah.
but yeah, Halo 2 is like the one that people like Halo fans are like the most nostalgic for, I think. So that was like the first time really that like online was around too on the original Xbox.
Oh yeah.
And Halo also, I think Halo 2, I think has like the kind of there's like a myth story. It might be real about it where like they were gonna shut down the servers and these guys stayed on the Halo 2 servers for like 2 days. They
Yeah.
just wouldn't
I
kill
heard
each
about
other.
that.
And they were just trying to like get the game to continue going on. Um,
Oh yeah.
which is pretty cool. Um, I always think stuff like that is pretty interesting. Um, but I'm just not. I bought Modern Warfare 2 last year, the new one, the
Oh yeah.
2022 one, because I was like, all right, I have a PlayStation 5. Like, I never had Call of Duty really growing up at all. I always played it at my friend's house. I just never bought it. And I was like,
Yeah.
the one that I'm the most nostalgic for in that series is Modern Warfare 2, just because going to my
Yeah.
friend's
It's
house, watching my
pretty
friends play it,
classic. I
all
played
the
that a
all the
lot. Yeah.
lobbies.
The Rust fucking death matches are always
Yeah,
that's just the most iconic
yeah. So
Call of Duty shit.
I bought that, and I didn't really. I liked it a lot, but I was like, I'm not good at it like at all. So I kind of just was like, I mean, this was a fun. I think I probably played like 20 or 30 hours of it. I was like, this was fun. I'm glad I bought it and I have it, but I don't really need to keep playing it. And now they put up Modern Warfare 3, which apparently is a fucking travesty. So,
Yeah.
um,
That sucks.
yeah.
I played the Black Ops Cold War because I got it for
Ooh,
free.
oh
That
yeah.
game was pretty fun.
You got that?
Campaign, yeah, the campaign was short, but it was pretty fun.
How'd you get that for free? Was that on
It was a
PlayStation
PS
Plus?
Plus game. Yeah,
Okay, I probably have it. Yeah, that one was that was a 2021, right?
I believe
Like when
so. Yeah,
I
I believe
wanna
it was 20.
I really really wanted to play that game because it seemed pretty cool. Like I just like the Cold War
The
sort of
story was pretty cool. The
yeah.
campaign was fun. It
Hmm.
was short. It wasn't very long, but
Hmm.
it was cool.
I'm okay with short games, dude, just because my backlog is so long. Like I have so many games I'll just never fucking play because they're,
Oh yeah,
such excuse me, big time commitments. So I'm more than okay when a game's like 5 hours, 6 hours, you know.
yeah,
Maybe not that short, but like Spider-Man 2 took me like 30 hours to 100%, and that was like perfect, you know? Because like I never, and especially too in that game, like the whole point is just like running around. I never like felt bored or like it was dragging or they were trying to elongate the time, you know?
yeah.
So I enjoyed that. Like, and that was just a like it would have been like a 12-hour story, like not long at all.
Hmm. Yeah. I I don't know, man. I'm trying to play like Ghost of Tsushima
Dude,
and
it's
just
so
actually
good.
beat it. It's probably like the best game ever. I
Oh,
would think.
really?
Yeah, I love it. I believe that and Red Dead Redemption, they're probably the two greatest video games ever made.
Yeah.
But like I just never put any time into playing video games. I Ghost of Tsushima I need to beat and I need to play like the
Yeah.
DLC and stuff as well.
Ghost of Tsushima was awesome, dude. It was so good that I wanted to get that House of Sakai tattoo
Oh
uh,
yeah.
for a
Dude, that
while.
fucking like I love the Sakai clan armor so fucking much.
Dude, it's so
I do
good.
I want like a full size set of it that I could just like march around my house in.
Can you
There are
imagine
literally
walking around
places, dude.
Florida?
Oh, it'd be insane. But there are
Yeah.
literally places where you can get authentic like samurai armor custom made for you.
Hmm.
It's
Well,
crazy. You
I
can
feel
spend thousands of dollars to have like I thought it would always just be so funny if I just had like my ceremonial armor just like right next to the TV with like a real katana just sitting there.
dude, this is actually
It would just be
my
so fucking funny.
this is actually my first katana.
Someone tries to break into my house and I come out in full clan armor with a
Yeah.
katana and just
Well,
fucking hack them up.
well, it would be fun
So
because
absurd.
yeah, it'd be at least interesting because you know most people in Florida, if you break into their house, they probably shoot you.
They
You'll
just
just
shoot
dice them
you. I
up.
come out
Yeah.
with a fucking katana and hack their arm off. With fucking deer antlers sticking off my helmet. They're
Dude,
scraping the ceiling.
that would be sick. Apparently, like, I mean, I'm not even apparently, like, you can just go to like malls. You can get katanas, you know, you can just walk
Yeah.
into some
And they're probably
random.
pretty shitty ones, but
Oh
yeah, you
yeah,
can
they're
just get
not
that stuff.
sharp or, you know, like actual weapons, but you know, there's certain types of guys who will just go to malls. You know, they got the
Oh
Bluetooth
my god.
in their ear, you
The
know.
crazy weaves.
The crazy weaves will go and they'll spend $100 on the katana, or like that guy, the famous guy from the video, who's like, "This is actually my first katana." And
Oh god.
he
I need to
bought.
go, dude. I need to go watch that shit again.
That's a good video,
Yeah,
bro.
I gotta go. Dude, that's one of my favorite things to do online is just
Hmm.
find weebs being weird on
Yeah,
YouTube, just talking about katanas and shit, shurikens, all their like they're just fake martial arts stuff is
no,
kind of my favorite thing to watch.
yeah.
It's the
Did,
best.
did you see the video of the guy this week who was getting asked like? it was something like would you rather women have rights or gay people have rights? It was like some weird, some
That's
religious fucking guy was like trying to interview this guy, and he was like 5'6", overweight. He was wearing like he was wearing like a Matrix style like coat, and then like
oh
a
yeah.
fedora and a Bluetooth in his ear.
That's
And they
okay. Did he
were,
have wraparound sunglasses
I
on?
think he might have had some sort of sunglasses on. I don't know if they were wraparound.
Yeah, I think they're usually wraparound guys
Yeah,
for whatever.
but
I think they think they look like Neo from
I'll
the
see.
Matrix.
Oh, dude.
I've never actually seen that movie, but
Oh, it's good. They were actually
yeah,
just playing on the bar the other day at the other uh
that's a odd
another day I was
choice
at the
for a
bar.
bar. Just have the
Well,
Matrix on
I think it was on TNT, and I think they had just been
yeah,
playing um
basketball or some shit.
basketball. Yeah,
Yeah.
because we went to, what did I do? Was it Thursday I went out? Yeah, we went to trivia, and then we went out to Cheesy's afterwards. So I think it was probably the basketball channel, but yeah, dude. I'm trying to find this guy, but he's just so specific. He like, if in another life you would look like this man. Here's a drawing of him.
Oh my God, no, no, I'll never look like that shit.
He's been the main character at Twitter this week. It's been really funny. He like they
But
were
those guys are
asking
my
him.
favorite. Those are my favorite guys, though. I
Yeah.
love learning about them, just seeing their
Well,
mishaps.
yeah, it's funny. And they're also like, I don't know, people think that they're like jokes, but they probably make a lot of fucking money. Like like
Some
they're
of
probably
them
like
do.
doing code or something.
If they're a Python developer, yeah.
Yeah.
But
Which
then
dude,
those are the guys that just like those are the OnlyFans simps. Those are the
mhm,
dudes that are spending thousands of dollars on like chicks OnlyFans. You ask yourself like, who the fuck is keeping these broads afloat? It's
yeah.
these guys. It's dudes that know Python and have no social skills.
Hmm.
They're keeping these broads
I
afloat.
mean, no disrespect to the women on there who are making good money, because if you can make money off of your fucking body, go right ahead. So you're right.
Yeah.
My thing is just like, whenever I've gone on and I've seen somebody has an OnlyFans, you look at the price, I'm like, all right,
It's
dude, I
yeah.
can just get this shit for free. Like, it's
I
not gonna be
know.
from
Why
you.
I'm not spending any money to jack
Yeah.
off. I'm
No.
sorry. I am never going to do that. I will
No.
never spend money to
There's
jack
just too
off
much
in my
free
fucking
shit.
life. It's so stupid.
Yeah, there's just too much free shit on the internet.
Oh my god.
He's awesome.
Dude, that's a cool guy.
He was like, I refuse the notion, or he was like saying something like that. Like he was
I
being very.
refute the notion.
He's like, no, I refute. Like they were trying. Excuse me. They were trying to get him to pick one, and he just wouldn't, because he's a fucking
I'm too principled for this.
Gaga Chad. Is that what it is?
Giga Chad.
Gaga Chad. I knew it was something like that. So you got to respect it. I don't know.
Mega Chad. It's like a
Yeah,
mega Chad.
yeah. Who was wearing? There was some UFC guy. Was it fucking
It's
Conor
Colby
McGregor?
Covington, that
Yeah,
fucking ass clown. He sucks. He's not good. Like,
yeah,
and like, he's playing a character, but like he has no charisma or charm. He's just
yeah. Well, is he
like there's
playing?
dude, talking shit is an art.
Yeah.
Talking shit, like truly, if you like the UFC, watching the press conference is like kind of the best thing.
Hmm.
And Colby he does not have it as a shit talker.
Yeah.
Like he's trying to be a troll, but no, he's just
He's
not good like that.
he's not him, is what you're
Yeah,
saying.
the goat is one Uncle Chael Sonnen, the fucking gangster of West Lynn. Yeah, that's your man. If
Yeah.
you want to look up best shit talkers, Chael
Mhm.
Sonnen, very funny. Conor McGregor was always infamous for his shit talk, but I
Yeah.
I love his Conor McGregor versus Nate Diaz one, and just Nate is so high and just doesn't give a fuck. Nate was the first guy to beat Conor McGregor, and the entire time, like Conor's trying to trash him, and he's just like, "I don't care, shut up, bitch." Just puts no effort into it at all, and it's so fucking funny to see how upset Connor gets that Nate doesn't care. At one point, Nate just said, "You're on steroids," and Connor just like got up and started like yelling at him, and then Nate just looked at him again and said, "You're on steroids again." Like just is putting zero effort into like doing the conference. It's so
Dude,
funny.
you just have fucking, uh geniuses going at each other, right? That's
Oh
the
yeah,
whole.
a couple of guys with CTE
hmm
yelling at each other. It's theater. It's
It's
amazing.
really I forgot that Nate Diaz lost to Jake Paul.
Yeah, but it was a fucking stupid boxing match.
Oh yeah, it's not the same as UFC. Different
And
rules and
yeah,
everything.
Jake wasn't even able to knock him out. Jake just had another boxing match just recently.
Mm.
I didn't even know about it, but yeah,
Yeah, I mean, he's got a kind of
he's got some decent power behind him. Like
yeah.
he's got a nice hook, nice uppercut.
Yeah,
But
it's just
I wonder how real like the boxing is so fucking corrupt. Like yeah, I'm just not that into it. Like not
mhm,
Mike Tyson's like the only boxer I really like enjoy watching
mhm,
because like so many of these boxing matches, boxers are so protective of their record. So they just want to fight dudes that suck they'll pay dudes to take a dive
mhm.
just to protect their record. And then they
Yeah.
won't fight the best fighters because they don't want to risk losing.
Mhm.
It's just kind of whack. And
Yeah,
it's so limited as well. Like these dudes, they just punch. They don't kick. They don't do, they don't stop takedowns. Eh, I'm more into the UFC personally.
well, I think you and a lot of people are into the UFC because of that. Like
Yeah,
it also
it's the closest expression you can have to a real fight in
mhm.
combat sports.
Well, and two, like the whole like, you know, undefeated thing is always
It's stupid.
it's really dumb, and it's like if in football you just like you only picked like in the NFL you only picked the teams that you knew you could beat, you know.
Yeah.
That happened in college football. College football is a really bad example.
Yeah, oh yeah.
They have to play in division, but for the most part, like non-cons, right? They can pick whoever.
Oh
Um,
yeah, they'll play some fucking scrub team.
they'll fucking pay somebody, to beat.
Northern Illinois to get pounded on, just like
Yeah.
some bullshit.
When the fucking Redbirds go to Iowa next year for week
Oh
0, it's gonna be
god, that's
awesome.
gonna be fucking funny.
Yeah, I can't wait to watch the Redbirds lose by 50 to the Hawkeyes. And then people are like, are the Hawkeyes supposed to be taken seriously? And then they lose like 24-7 the next week to some fucking, you know, low D1 school. Like, I don't know, Utah State or something. I don't know who they're playing. I just know we play them like week 0-ish.
Love
So
week 0.
yeah, you gotta love it. But I don't know. UFC's cool. This stuff I'm just so far behind. I don't know if I could ever really get into it. I mean, I would be down to like
Dude, you literally start with whatever UFC it is now. That's where you just tune in. Then you just start learning about those fighters.
yeah. Well,
297, one that's coming up.
do I have
It's
to
going to be
watch
Sean Strickland, who's the middleweight champion, against Dricus
hmm
Duplessis, who's like some African dude, but he's white. So there's a whole storyline behind it. It's weird. But yeah, you just start with the current UFC, and then that's where you just try and learn about the fighters that are fighting in it.
do I have to watch UFC 1 through 298 to know what's happening in the plot?
No. I mean, like, there's a lot of shit you'll have to catch up on
Yeah.
after a while, but you just start with the first with whatever one it is currently.
No.
Although you do truly go watch UFC 1. It's so funny.
hmm
It's like the way the UFC is now, it barely even resembles this first shit, but it's cool to see where the sport started.
hmm Yeah, I mean, I'm down. It's one of those things like I mean, it's such a most of sports is very much watching with your friends and being around people.
Oh
Uh,
yeah, it's so much fun. Dude, watching a fight with all your friends is so much fun.
yeah, I mean, I enjoyed when we would watch like random Jake Paul fights.
Bullshit. Yeah, that was those were fun. Like
Yeah,
I love watching a stupid boxing match. Like I don't know, it's fun.
just drink a couple brewskis, have some beers,
Yeah.
you know.
I love the theater
Um,
to it. It's so funny.
for the most part, I have to watch like baseball by myself because most people don't like baseball, and I get too much. I get
Yeah,
too. If my, I
baseball
mean,
feels
I
like
don't.
it's dying. It's kind of
It,
sad.
like it's what?
Like it's dying a little bit.
It's better
Like
than
I
it
know
was.
Shohei just got like a fucking ridiculous contract,
Yeah, but
but
his
it seems like everyone's just all aboard on the football train now.
did you see? the details of the Shohei contract. It's fucking nuts.
I heard like he's supposed to make like $2 million for like 10 years, and then
Yeah.
for the next 10 years he's supposed to make like $70 million
It
or some
makes no
shit.
sense.
But then he's gonna get taxed out the ass, so he's not even gonna make like half of that shit. It's fuck.
Yeah. Well, he like more goes to the IRS. If I at least if he were to get it all like 70 million a year, if he, if he was supposed to get it all on, every year, more I think would go to the IRS than him. Like I think 336 million would go to the IRS and 334 would go to him. So it's a difference of 2 million. It's also a lot of money, but just with like California taxes and everything. So
Brutal.
yeah, like he got $700 million, would have been $70 million a year, but he's actually doing like a 2 year, or excuse me, 10 year, $20 million contract with the Dodgers basically, and then they're paying him 68 million every year after that when he's not on even if he's not on the team. I don't really understand why, because like first of all, I mean like I'm somebody, bro, I'm not gonna wait 10 years for $68 million. Like I want that right now.
It kind of
Uh,
makes sense, to be honest,
it
because like
makes
he's still making like millions, but then
yeah.
once he's, because presumably he'd probably just retire, to be honest, and then
Well,
he's got ridiculous money just rolling in while he's retired,
true.
and he just doesn't have to. Then he's not. He can focus on doing other shit. He can spend the money, enjoy it, whatever.
Yeah, I mean he's already 29.
Because I
Um,
imagine,
he-
yeah, like
he's
he wants
from
to remain focused probably while he's still playing, not be distracted with all the fucking bullshit.
yeah, and he's from Japan, so even if he wants to keep playing, like I can imagine him going back and just playing over there.
Yeah,
I wonder too if there's a part of it that's like I don't know if it depends on where he's living or who his employer is or whatever. Like maybe he will be back in Japan, and so maybe he'll be taxed less,
yeah,
or
that might
somewhere else.
that might be the case.
Um, and also too, like while he's playing, like getting to pay your best player $2 million a year in a league where, those guys are making 45, 50, and you have the salary tax
Yeah,
and stuff like
it
that. Like,
helps them their championship window,
yeah,
presumably, and then
which
they're okay with just sucking for a decade after.
yeah, and or two, just like maybe this brings in so much fucking money that it won't matter, because he's such a big star.
Yeah.
That it's like, all right, well, you know, we paid him nothing, and now like this we got to save up the money for later. I don't know,
Oh yeah.
it's really interesting. He also too, like if the GM gets fired, or if they fire his translator, he can opt out like immediately, um
Really?
which is really cool. And then I think he gets baseball contracts are fully guaranteed, so he gets all the money, I think,
Yeah,
for the
that's
most
pretty
part,
sick.
or at least a big portion of it. But nothing will ever top. I don't know if you ever heard about Bobby Bonilla, but he was like a player for the Mets who they paid it, they like cut him, and like they have been paying him like $1 million annually for like 20 years, and it's gonna keep going. Like he got cut,
That's
like
crazy.
he hasn't been on the Mets since like the fucking 90s, and every June 1st, or like some date, maybe July 1st, he gets $1 million from the Mets. So there's a whole
That's not a
thing.
bad way to live. That's not a bad way to live life.
No, no. So he literally gets $1 million every year. He's not played for the Mets since 1999.
Sick. Since me being alive, he has not
Yeah.
played to the Mets.
So it's one of my favorite holidays is Bobby Bonilla Day. So this is like supercharged Bobby Bonilla Day, where like for 10 years, uh, Ohtani is gonna get $68 million.
That's pretty fucking
Yeah.
badass.
So I gotta look at the transactions, but fucking did they cut him? I don't know. So all his money from like 2004 to 2008. Okay, so this says 2004 to 2035. That's how much
Wow.
money he got deferred. Um, so you have to imagine, like, I don't know, it probably would have just been easy and less embarrassing just to fucking pay him all in one fell swoop.
Yeah.
Literally, he has a 25-year contract for $29 million.
It's so funny.
So
Nice.
it's awesome. Like you just look at his Spotrac page, and like his career started in 1986, and his earnings are going to go until 2035. So like what is that? Like 60 years later. 50? Like 50 years?
I'm not gonna help you do this math.
I got it. I got it. I got it. It's 50 years. Okay. I had to do it, dude. I'm a communications major, you
Yeah.
know.
I remember you I remember one time you were showing me your hilarious math homework. It was so low level. I was like, what the fuck?
Was that, are you talking about my
Because yeah,
my sophomore year or like I don't
I think it was your freshman year actually.
Oh,
It
yeah, I
was
didn't do
very
that.
funny. Like I was actually a business major to start, so I took like business major math classes, which were harder.
Yeah.
And then when I changed to communications, like they were all done. I didn't have to take any math classes. But the one you were taking, I was like, what the fuck is this shit?
Because I was taking
Are you-
algebra 1.
the fuck? Like this is high school shit.
Yeah, well, so I'm I'm okay at math. It's one of those things, like nothing has retained in my mind. Like I lose my math
Oh yeah,
uh abilities like the second that we move on from another.
you
I
just
always
flush
did
it.
really, really
Just yeah.
well throughout math, but like it was just like SATs and then like anytime there was like a cumulative test, I couldn't do it. But like high school, like I don't think I really had I think I had to take math like every year, but like my senior year, I didn't have to take like I had to take I took finite math, which is just
Oh
like
yeah.
it was just another form of like algebra kind of. I like almost flunked out of honors geometry. It was too hard for me. Like I just math was not my thing. Like I had
Yeah.
friends who were like taking calculus and stuff. Um, and yeah, so like I whatever test that I took, was it the Alex test or something you had to take for like math placement?
I think it was that. Yeah.
So I took that in the summer and I didn't really try. And I got like I got a number that like I would have had to take like two high school level courses in college before I could take a class that actually accounted towards my credit.
Get any credit? Yeah, that's
So
brutal.
I mean they can't take away my degree now, but like I cheated like because you could like take you could like take it up until like October or whatever, like you could retake it. And I remember waiting until like September, October of 2019 and then just cheating on it.
Nice.
And then I like got a high enough score that I could pick the classes that would give me credit. So I picked the lowest possible class I could get. But like, dude, I mean, some of the stuff that we got was like, I mean, it was like sitting in fucking, word problems in like elementary school.
Yeah, it's just
Sarah
oh
has four apples. Her friend has four more apples. If they multiply the apples, how many apples would they get? Like it was just like stuff like that.
yeah.
I almost barely like I got a B in that class, I think, but I had to really fucking work for that B, dude, because my mind doesn't work like that. And I almost failed. I mean, like if we had gone to school that semester I probably would have like failed geology. Because I'm just not a science math person, dude. I can do the bare minimum. Like I was like doing my expenses today. I could do that pretty
Oh,
well.
fun.
Which
Yeah.
is always great. It's fucking, oh, I really don't get that much money this month. But yeah, like my mind does not work, unfortunately, like a math mind. I know how many points you need to score, if you're down a number of them.
Yeah.
I knew the Bears had a 10-point lead that they blew. So
Oh my
I
god.
could put that into fucking, you know,
Just dude, I
round it
still have
out.
never figured out UFC math.
No. Is there
It's
like
the way they
weird?
the way they score it is so fucking like I don't think it's that complicated, but I just don't want to put any effort into actually figuring out what it is.
Yeah.
It's like I think they grade you on like a fucking like an 8 to a 10 for
Hmm.
every round. It's weird.
Yeah. So I mean, this is going back to my own shit, but did I have you like help me with my homework? Was that a thing that
I think you did at one point. I had to help you do your homework.
Here, mom, come help me do your do my math homework. That's
I
awesome,
remember
dude.
I think I helped a couple people do their fucking homework when I was in college. I remember
Yeah.
when I was in high school, I kind of tutored this one kid with like what was it in my stats class?
Hmm.
But like we had a study hall right before we had my math class, and
Hmm.
so I'd like help him with the shit before we'd go take tests.
Yeah.
So I don't know, I've just done that for a while, I guess.
Dude, is Maria Taylor pregnant?
Maria Taylor, the chick on like
Yeah. Are you watching the
Sunday
game
Night
right now?
Football. No, I'm not
Yeah.
watching it right now. She's
Okay.
the tall lady, right?
Yeah, she's wearing like a red
Yeah, I
like
believe she is
Santa.
president. Yeah, pregnant. Did I just say president? What the fuck is wrong? I'm coming in and out, man. It's rough right now.
Oh my God, dude. Is Jake in his fucking or is he fading?
Yeah, I'm in a downward spiral right now.
Believe she is president. Dude,
She's
fucking
president. Yeah.
what's that like grandpa's like
That's a Joe Biden
sunsetting?
answer.
What is it like sunset years? Is that what the term is?
Sunset? Yeah. Yeah, I believe that does that is like indicative of dementia.
Taylor is president.
Is
Dude,
that episode 1 concluded
yeah, we
on
can.
that flub?
Oh my God. We can do picks real quick and then we're done.
Okay.
Round this up to a full hour. Dude, the fucking torment we put ourselves in just for 10
Fuck.
listeners. People will never know how good this show is. Like that's
Oh God, I think it's not that way. I
no.
think that's incorrect.
All right. Lions, Vikings.
Oh fuck. Oh, I guess I'll pick the Lions.
I'll
I'm
go
sure they'll
Vikings.
let me down. It doesn't matter what I pick. It'll be the
No.
opposite.
They've won the division, so it doesn't really matter. But
Yeah.
I'll go with the Vikings just to fuck around. Cowboys, Dolphins.
Oh, Dolphins.
I'll go Cowboys because like here's the thing.
They need a bounce back.
Dolphins have not beat a winning team like or like a lot of winning teams this year. I don't know what the stat is. And the Cowboys tend to bounce back. Now they're gonna fuck me over, but you never know. But Browns, Texans.
Oh man. Uh, I guess I'll go Browns.
Browns. Okay, I'll go Texans. I think Stroud might be back. This is a all Florida Bowl, Jags, Bucks.
Oh man. I guess I'll go with the Buccaneers.
Bucks. I think I'm gonna go with the Bucks too. I think it's more fun if they win. And then this is gonna be our feast. Or like
They beat the
our
Packers
dessert.
today.
Yeah, they
It
beat
was
them by
good.
fucking 14, dude. It was
I
awesome.
know.
All right, this is gonna be like the night game on Christmas. I'm really fucking excited for this one. I think just because of the past history, but Ravens Niners.
Mm, man. I'll go with the Niners.
49ers. Okay. Um, fuck man, I think it's gonna be so good. I'll go with Ravens just to really just have us have a good amount of different picks. I'm excited for that one though a lot.
Should be good.
Yeah. I mean the hard bowl was the best, you know.
Yeah. The Horror Bowl.
Yeah, that Super Bowl like you know, I liked the Ravens at the time, but like that those 49ers teams not ever winning one and coming that close, you
It's
know?
brutal.
Yeah.
So sad.
Yeah, just is that like PI wasn't called on Crabtree, right? That was the whole thing.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Uh, it still doesn't make any sense though that they wouldn't just try and run it with Kaepernick because nobody could stop that shit at that time
No.
at all. You know?
He was no freak. Absolutely insane.
Yeah. I always think it's funny. Like, I he obviously should have gotten a job like immediately once he was released. He should have been a backup. But I think it's funny now because he hasn't played in like 7 years and he's like 37 years old.
Yeah, no,
Like,
you're not that guy anymore, bro.
no, dude. Like, I very happy for you that I mean, like you made
Good on you for that Nike contract,
yeah,
but
well,
no, you
yeah,
can't play anymore.
no. You are not gonna be
That was fucking crazy distortion.
the on you right there.
On you, you're like, it's it
Dude,
sounded like a Power Man 5000
that
track.
happened. I'll have to find the screen recording, but like that happened with Bill Simmons like weeks ago where it sounded like he was having a stroke.
Yeah,
Yeah, he was like, and the thing with the Bills, and I was like,
Oh,
I had to keep
Bill.
going back and being like, are we sure he didn't just have a stroke here? Like I could not tell. I could not tell at all. I mean, it's in my screen recording, so maybe I'll find it really quick. It's from like early this season, and I can probably make out the color um in the background. I was like, dude, I there's no chance this dude's not fucking stroking out right now. I mean, his cognitive decline is huge too, dude. He'll talk and you'll be like, this dude's definitely he's not doing too well. He's in his sunset years. Man, I
Yeah.
don't know where it's at. Oh, I found I have the video of Irvin talk. Oh, here it is. I found it.
And then I talked my son into Sean, and all of a sudden
You hear that?
Yes, I did.
I talked my son into Sean, and all of a sudden
Like that
I
doesn't
know,
sound
it's not
that doesn't
the
sound that doesn't sound like to me it didn't sound like and he talked fine the rest of the podcast. But like to me that didn't sound like like the web distortion. Like it's not I tie myself in like
yeah.
it did not sound
my son into Sean, and all of a sudden
like I just don't understand how that happens. And then we got Irvin here.
No.
How come we're losing recipes? So good. It's one of my favorite clips.
Losing recipes.
So fucking good.
I want to hear Michael Irvin call the UFC.
Dude, that would be
That's
awesome.
what I would love to hear that
Oh
shit.
my
Can
God.
we do that? Can we have Joe Rogan
Well,
and Michael Irvin on the call?
he
Sorry,
basically
DC.
he played his career kind of like he was in a UFC fight,
You
you
kind of
know,
did.
kind of a dirty motherfucker.
Wow, man.
He was awesome, but
Doing coke like John Jones.
dude, yeah, I mean, you know what'd be really great is like Michael Irvin and Warren Sapp
Oh my god, that'd be so fun.
calling
I
it.
do. Yeah, no, I love it when dudes that don't know anything about fighting call fights. It's just
Dude,
my favorite
awesome.
thing. It's so much fun because they just have
Mm-hmm.
no idea what they're talking about.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's just like, I mean, you can tell like when anybody kind of jumps into a sport and they don't know shit,
It's
unfortunately,
the
because it's just
best.
like,
I mean, it's good for all sports, really.
I
But
mean, like
yeah,
ESPN, like they had people calling esports, like they've had people like they just got like their whole NHL sort of, um, uh, programming back. So like, there's a lot of people on there who just don't know what the fucking what they sent, what they don't know anything about fucking football or hockey there.
hockey
Yeah, I'm watching the fucking Jags game, so I'm just my mind's elsewhere.
elsewhere.
Um, I'm also thinking about I think his name's like Barry something who just got Parkinson's. Um,
Barry, who just got Parkinson's, is his
I gotta look him
name.
up. I gotta look him up. He's a really great. He was like the only guy, but Barry Melrose. He was the only like NHL guy on their coverage for years. I mean, he would go on Sports Center to talk about like like the Penguins or whatever. And he was diagnosed with Parkinson's, so I was just getting really sad thinking about him.
It's
That's
notable.
what it does. But yeah, it's funny when you just have fucking people who don't know anything about sports talk about sports, which I think why this podcast works really well.
Oh yeah, I
If
know
if you
nothing.
wanna if you wanna share it with your friends and you wanna help us out, maybe follow us at CTE Town on Twitter or Instagram or TikTok or wherever else you go for your social medias. Maybe send the link to your friends if you made it this far. Um, Other than that, it's just a fun time for two college buds get together, make fun of each other, fucking complain about our goddamn teams. You can follow the links in the description. You could go check out my YouTube or my Substack. I don't know. Just help me out. Help us out. I just need help. We just want to maybe make money off of anything we ever do in our life. Maybe
Taste a little bit of the good life.
have that big cat and PFT life. That's really like the fucking goal, dude. Is like just talking a podcast or the Bill Simmons life too. He got $200 million
Oh yeah,
for the Ringer,
the
and he just
Joe Rogan experience lifestyle. Just live in a
oh
warehouse with like a
yeah
bunch of deer antlers
yeah.
everywhere and
I was
weird chairs. Make $100 million.
I was very happy when he switched his set to something that looked a little bit less like a fucking
Not
UFO.
bullshit. Yeah.
Yeah, looked like less like a cave. But yeah, we're coming to the end of episode one. this is technically a live, I don't know, episode. Next few are gonna be some holiday treats from us to you
Oh
if you
God,
so choose to listen. So if you want to check those out, we'd really appreciate it. I'm just trying to get this to a full hour, Jake. So
you're really padding.
we're about 8, 7, 6, 5. It's been great. It's been great talking tonight. We're gonna act in the next one like we're live the whole time. So we'll see you. Bye.